channel. So carrying on from the last video, I'm going to be working on the paint. So in this video I'm going to be painting on the base coat, clear coat, and then cleaning it all up as well. So let's show you what I've got done so far. So this is all sanded down, ready for the base coat to get laid on. Over here as well, it's all ready to be painted for the base coat. Everything's sanded down with 800 grit. I'm going to be taking the car out, cleaning it all up since it's dry outside. So clean it all up, get rid of all the dust off the car, and then get rid of all the dust off this ground as well. And then start masking everything up, and then wet the floor, bring the car back in, and then I can begin putting on the new base coat. So I've got the exact color code for this car, so the paint should match perfectly. And then just these parts here, when I spray, I'm only going to be spraying to about here, and then I can just blend it in from there. So that's what I'm going to do first. I'm just going to go ahead and take the car out now, start cleaning up all the flooring, and then clean the car off from all the dust and all the filler dust and primer dust and everything, all sanding dust, and then figure out how I'm going to mask it all, and then I'll bring the car back in, and then I can start getting ready for the paint. So everything's all masked up, whole car's done. So these, you can see what I'm going to be painting, all of that. And then I've got some paper here, folded paper, so then the paint will just feather in there, so it will blend in with the original paint. And then once everything's completed, take everything off. I can then get the wet sand and blend it all together, make it one, polish it, and then it should look like all one. And all this is getting painted as well, the whole boot, as well as I'm going to feather it in here, paint all this, and then paint half the door because So paint the door and then just feather it in there because there was no work needed there, and I want to save on the paint. At some point I'll probably do a full respray, but for now I'm just doing the parts that needed done. And now I'm gonna go ahead and get the paint ready and begin spraying on the paint. So 200, put 200 in. Right, so I've got the paint ready. The car's all been dusted off, no more dust on it, so I'm just going to go ahead and start painting it. And I'll do the first coat. So I'm just going to focus on these parts first, since that's already black, so I'm going to focus on these parts. So I've left this to dry. It's dried now for about 12 hours, and then I'm going to be putting the clear coat on. I've re-wet the floors, and I'm just going to get any dust off here if there is any, and then I can start putting on the clear coat. It's already mixed up clear coat, so I'm going to be putting that on. So I'm just going to put a light coat on first, and then once that's dried a bit, I can put then 2 extra coats on, thicker coats. If I have enough, I should have enough clear coat. I can clear coat all that. So it's the next day again, and the clear coat has all dried. I put 3 coats on, 3 coats of clear, a nice little thin one, and then 2 thick coats. And this is it, all finished up. It's I'll just show you around. This here little mark or whatever, that was from the previous paint, and I wasn't really worried about that. This is the worst part of it. If I can focus, you can see just the marks there. But the rest is all good. See a nice mirror finish. So yeah, should be pretty much all dry now. It's been 24 hours. The clear coat should be all dry, so I should be able to take all the masking off and then start putting all the pieces back together, and then just get the car out of here. Have a look how it looks when everything's all back together. So first I'm just going to begin taking all the masking off, and then we can work from there.